Hey everyone, it's K-Pick time, which means... Am I wrong?
It. No, I'm agreeing
Which means Jumanji, the next level.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Starring Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Karen Gillan. Notice how they're standing like the Justice League?
I didn't realize
Or
that.
Scoob.
What about the horse?
Or We Can Be Heroes. Talk.
Okay. So we started to watch this movie. What we did is we talked a little bit about the first movie. I think we did a little bit. Just to remember what had happened. And a couple things in the first movie I didn't see or remember.
Like you didn't remember the young kids at the beginning?
Which was typical, that got into the
they
game.
did play it, and...
I know, but I don't think I saw the beginning. I don't remember it.
Yeah, you did. I apologize for what I'm about to say. The awkward girl was Ruby Roundhouse. The Shelly, or the hot girl was Jack Black.
I remember the characters.
The little nerdy guy was Dwayne Johnson, and the tall, muscular guy was Kevin Hart.
I remember the people and the characters they were in the game. I don't recall how they got into the game.
I think they were in detention and they played a game and they played it or something.
Oh, okay. And
or they were messing just
so
after
this one starts
in the school.
That
it's been a few years. They're in
all
college.
Coming home, right? They're all scattered. The one boy or the one
Spencer.
young man, Spencer, is in New York City University and working in a grocery store.
Oh, is that who you're talking about? Spencer's the guy who kind of like left the group.
Right, he went to college in New York.
Yeah, he used to date Shelly, I think.
Yeah. Was
it Shelly or was it the other girl?
It was a short, reddish blonde.
Okay,
hair.
so it wasn't... It was the other girl.
The girl that played this girl.
I know. Talk for a second, I'll look it up.
So anyway, one person was coming home from far away, warm lands or whatever, warm weather climate, and so they were all going back for the holidays to their hometown.
Yes.
And so they were all wondering, has anybody seen Spencer? Why isn't he here? They were all having breakfast at Irene's or Nora's. Martha's. Oh, Martha's girl.
Yeah.
I was talking about the pancake breakfast place. Irene's or Renee's or something.
No, I was just saying who the girl was. He was... Yeah.
So this one, he comes home and his grandfather, Danny DeVito, was in the house because he had part of his hip replaced and his mom had to go to work and he was bored. His grandfather was on a CPAP machine and he went downstairs and he was supposed to get rid of it. It was damaged, but he put it in the console anyway.
Does Danny DeVito's character remind you of anyone we know?
No. So...
You sure?
Justin.
Yes. He reminds me of someone I know. I'm not going to say who, but does he remind you of somebody?
No.
Okay. Oh, but there's also Danny Glover in this movie.
Yeah, he and Danny DeVito's character owned the restaurant that...
And then they sold it, so...
Nora or Irene or...
Nora's, I think.
Something.
So...
She took over the
Danny
business.
Glover could travel the world, I think, or something.
His wife, yeah, she wanted to travel, but they didn't travel like what you would think traveling the world. They traveled easy places to go or whatever. I don't remember.
I don't remember a whole lot either.
They weren't like dramatic, going to like the tower or something. It's more like big yarn ball or the ball of twine or something. It was, more localized. And Danny DeVito's character, Grandpa, was very upset with Danny Glover because he lost his best friend when they sold the business.
I imagine I imagine your parents probably would have loved to see the big ball of yarn or twine.
I don't
Probably.
know. I don't know.
Anyway, so then Spencer was already in the game.
Well, they didn't know that right away. They went to the house, and Grandpa was there, and Danny Glover was there. And then all of a sudden they heard the noise from the game. The beating of the drums or whatever. So they were looking all through the house where it was coming from. It was coming through the basement. And then two of them went into the game.
Not the third one.
The lady. The third blonde-haired. And when they all got there...
I forgot her name
When
again.
they all got there, it was Danny Glover, it was Grandpa, Danny DeVito, Spencer. Well, they didn't know where Spencer was. They had to go into the game and get Spencer back.
Martha goes back into the Ruby Roundhouse character. However, oh God, who's that guy?
The tall sport athletic guy?
Fridges, I guess.
Fridge. Reminds me of the Chicago Bears player, Fridge.
Reminds me of a refrigerator.
Yeah, they used to call the Fridge. He was big and bulky.
Ends up in the Jack Black role.
The map reader.
And, what was it?
Martha's role, she was like a nunchucker, or she could, like...
It was pretty much the same role as last time, but, upgraded, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's Karen Gillian. She's just awesome.
Yeah. She was pretty cool.
Bring back Selfie on DVD and Blu-ray, please. Anyway. But she was on that show. She was.
Okay. I don't remember it.
Now, I don't know, maybe this to me kind of made me be like, I don't know if this is necessarily as good. It to me seems like it's just maybe not as strong.
Well, I had some good laughs.
No.
They had more players.
Well, what I was talking about was as opposed to teens in the Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart role, they had Danny DeVito in the Dwayne Johnson.
Right, Grandpa
and Danny Glover in the Kevin Hart role, which he does kind of sound like a little bit like...
They did try to sound like him.
Yeah. It was kind of interesting trying to hear Dwayne Johnson try to do like a... I don't know. Was Danny DeVito's character Jewish? Or is he Jewish?
I think so.
No offense if he isn't, but he really came across as Jewish. I apologize. So to me, their kind of bickering back and forth kind of took away a little bit of the...
Well, what they had to do was stop them.
Action of the movie.
They had to stop them because they were killing. They only have like 3 bars on their inner arm.
Well, not the... I don't want to say it's... Not the action, but maybe like the speed of the game? The speed of the movie? Like, it made it seem like the 2 people who'd been in it before, they were going at like maybe 5 miles an hour, and the Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson were maybe going at like a half a mile an hour.
And what was he?
Because
he wasn't a
they weren't...
veterinarian. He was
No, he was... Well,
what is it called?
Zoologist.
And he talked really slow. And they're like, can you get to the point before we all get killed?
Ostriches. Attack.
What? We have to get out of here.
We do eventually see Spencer, and I don't know, this is the second movie I've seen her in, and I'm still not, like, I still don't get her appeal. Aquafina.
Oh.
Did you forgot it?
No, I thought you were talking about the blonde-haired lady that was trying to get into the game.
No. I said Spencer, played by this girl.
Pickpocketer.
And I don't know, maybe I haven't seen Ocean's 8 yet, but of the films I've seen her in, Crazy Rich Asians and now this, I don't know, she's She just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Yeah.
I think she was funnier in Crazy Rich Asians than this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she became a different character in the movie.
Then we get a return of, who is it? Kevin Jonas or Nick Jonas?
Yeah, but that's after the other two get back into the game.
Yeah, Nick Jonas is the avatar for the Colin Hanks character, and we're not going to say how, but the blonde girl gets in this movie. Probably not the most elegant character she could have chosen, but I guess she didn't have much choice.
Right. Because when they got into the game, they were put into whoever.
I think maybe in the past it might have been, or maybe in the first one, it was Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart carrying the film, and Jack Black and Karen Gillan were like backups. In this,
Now it's reversed.
Yeah, it honestly feels more like it's Karen Gillan carrying this, or Jillian, I apologize. And Jack Black is like close, and then like Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart are like pretty much in their own movie.
Yeah, you could say that. I hear what you're saying.
I don't know, maybe it's like a case of when you like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like when you do sequels where you recast some people, so now the smaller roles now have to like jump up for when maybe they're not necessary, or maybe they weren't ready for bigger roles. I don't think Karen.
But the thing is that Grandpa and the other gentleman, his partner or his whatever at the restaurant,
I think
it was more than just kids in the game. And they couldn't understand what the game was. They couldn't understand.
Yeah.
We're in a video game? Yes. You're the avatar.
We're in a video game? Or however.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily do the best Jewish accent, I'm sorry. Oy vey much sugar them up. I don't know how to do this game. Kind of sounds like Dracula there. Oh well. Eddie Murphy had this joke years ago about how his house was haunted by a Jewish ghost. And you could tell because the boo was like, boo! Boo, you must sugar them up! Boo, get out of my house! Or stay, I don't care. Do what you want. I just like the boo.
Space Kitty doesn't like your boo.
His name is Space Kitty?
I don't know. Movie Kitty. Oh, his ears are up.
Can we just call him his real name?
I don't know.
He doesn't pay taxes. Relax.
Okay.
So, I'm not saying it's a bad sequel.
We've seen worse sequels.
It's just... Do they have the word Atlas in them?
Mm-mm.
Would they have...
No, stop. I don't want to go down that road, please. Let's not
come
go
on,
that
I
way.
wanted to say...
No,
it's mainstream.
on.
It's mainstream.
Come on, let's get back. Okay, 1.
Okay. Could they have 50 or Shades in them?
Oh,
in the title?
Oh, gosh. Please, no. Okay, so they're in the game, and here comes...
I thought we were doing, like, the wrap-up.
Oh, no, because you didn't go very far. You were only in the game, and then now that they have Nick Jonas and they have the other character back
Yeah, and I kind of
there,
wanted to leave it at that because... I don't know.
Wow.
Well, there was...
You don't want to even hint a little more why they were there? You didn't even say in the beginning why they were there. They were there to save...
Spencer.
No, Jumanji again. Get Spencer back and save Jumanji again.
Well, live again. Live, basically.
Well, they had to win the game, otherwise.
Yeah, they had to in the first one as well.
Otherwise, what would happen?
They would die.
No, they would have to stay there, right?
Well,
they could never leave.
Well, they could have chosen to stay.
Oh. And that mucky water where they had to get that fruit of that one tree.
Oh, that was one of my favorite scenes where
they went in the water and they
Karen Gillan and Jack Black like switched characters, so now he was like, "Oh, wow!
This is how it should have been."
I can do jumps!
So he's jumping all over the walls.
I'm fit! I have a purpose!
Bouncing off the walls and everything, and she's like, "Don't you dare touch them."
That was the first thing I did!
Ah! And she's like, "Oh, look at how I'm dressed! Oh!" And he's like,
"Man, look! I've got muscles! Cool!"
Nunchucks, everything. He was going down the list of what was good. There was only one thing that was bad. What was it? One of them had cake.
Oh, okay, yeah. One of them had a fear or hate of cake.
It was the map reader.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was because, remember, oh no, it was
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I don't know if that's probably not. I don't know if it's a major spoiler, but they have new strengths and weaknesses. Probably because this is the
upgraded.
Well, it's
next level.
Yeah, it's the next level, so you get improvements and challenges and stuff.
I didn't think it was a bad follow-up.
I didn't think it was bad. I just felt like
the old guy, DeVito, they spent too much time on him, like not understanding where they were and stuff like that. It took a while.
Maybe if they were maybe if it was like this new level where they had like 5 characters, or
they had 5 last time.
No, well, what I mean by that is they started with 5. That way you could have had the other girl, and you could have had, I don't know, maybe it's because you had 2 veterans and you had 2 newbies working together that it kind of made things, the balance was off.
But while they were at the house, since they were both there, they had to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had to go in the game.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next Jumanji movie, because
there's another one?
They are planning it. This movie made like $500 million.
Well, hopefully it's not Grandpa going back in and the other guy.
I'm trying to think, like, what is something that would be, I don't know, maybe this would be kind of funny is if
one of them had stayed, and then they would have to go back and get. But they were trying to destroy the movie when they got back. It was a game cartridge.
Destroy the movie?
The game cartridge.
Yeah.
They wanted to destroy the game.
Maybe what could be funny is if, I don't know, maybe you like kind of rebooted with a new human cast instead of a video game, and it's like suddenly all 4 of them are played by women.
But
or all 4 of the women end up as like in the movie. It's like,
yeah, but are you trying to be Ghostbusters, or are you trying to be
No, it was like in the
Avatar. What is the movie I'm trying to think of?
Titanic?
No.
Transformers?
No, because you said it was live. It wasn't a video game. If they did it that way. I don't know, because you would need Nick Jonas. You would need...
No, I'm saying teenage girls. They get sent into the game as some of the characters.
So, like, they try to throw it all out, and then somebody finds the cartridge, and they go to play it or something. And,
yeah.
And, like, trying to figure out what it is. And then they hear the drum beat.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they're just like, look, we've got lives, we've got careers, that was a fun time. Let's donate the Jumanji game to charity. And then
no, not donate it. I think they would throw it away or have it at a yard sale or something. They wanted to destroy
And that would be the sequel for Farewell Fami Kamen Rider 2. Electric Boogaloo, I guess.
Okay.
It's in the same universe now. Jumanji, the next level, is a prequel to Farewell Fami Kamen Rider. Free plug there, Mars Girl. Hey,
Okay.
I donated.
So anyway, I didn't mind it. It had some parts that were repetitious and a little like you could have done without that and moved forward a little bit, but
I can see
I
them.
didn't mind it.
I can see them trying to like bring in new characters to like spice things up and make things different, so it's not just a retread. But I think they went too far in the new characters.
Well, remember Grandpa with his
Like-
love interest or
Like
flame?
maybe okay, what if Danny Glover had played the Aquafina character?
Oh, that could have happened.
And then Kevin Hart could have been played by the Danny DeVito character.
Oh God.
Or Kevin Hart is Danny DeVito is the Jack Black character. And
The map reader. Oh
and
my God.
Fridge is in the Kevin Hart role or something. Or well, he was in the Kevin Hart role before. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure that they'll work on it.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Ruby Roundhouse spin-off movie.
Who knows? I don't know. I would recommend it if you saw the first one, you enjoyed it, and you haven't seen it for quite a few years. You know, I had a few good
Wait,
laughs.
the first Robin Williams Jumanji?
No,
or the,
no.
Or the
This,
Dwayne Johnson Jumanji?
yes, Dwayne
Okay.
Johnson. The first Jumanji was like, woo.
This has terrible continuity with Zathura. That was the second Jumanji movie. It had Kristen Stewart and it had Dak Shepard.
Mm.
I should show you Squirrel Talk's review of it.
Maybe one day.
It mentions that it has a good twist. Well,
Maybe one day.
I'll show you the review, and then we'll never see it.
So, would you recommend watching this?
I'd recommend it. Just know that
It's not as good as the first one. And it's repetitious.
It changes a lot to keep it fresh, but you know.
Well, I liked where Danny DeVito, when they told them that they only have a certain amount of words to say and act, and then when he met his flame or whatever, he's like, "Oh, I didn't get that. Could you tell me again?" That was a little funny, and he did that 4 times or so.
I'm glad that they tried to make it fresh and different, so it wasn't just a
Right.
So it
Going
wasn't
back
just
in
a
for no reason.
remake of
Yeah.
the Welcome to the Jungle, but you know, sometimes food can taste so fresh you don't remember. You kind of wanted the old flavor, you know.
But I think it ended up with the old flavor a little bit.
Well, okay, I don't know what to say.
You know, when they came
Trying to
out of
think.
it.
Like,
You know, when they all came out of it, out of the game.
I don't know. I'm trying to
Oh, the map reader. His weaknesses were sun, sand, heat, whatever. And
exercise or sweating or something.
Because they were in the dunes. Remember?
They were in Dune.
Yeah. So they were in the same.
Hey, maybe the writer or director is a big Dune fan.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Or a big Ishtar fan.
Oh.
Both of those people. We're getting off track.
Yeah, anyway. I give it a thumbs up. Mediocre.
Yeah, it's not the worst sequel I've seen, but it's not the best.
If you're snowed in or something and you need something to watch, I would say go for it.
It snows in March?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have snow all the way to Easter, and sometimes we've had it into May, the end of April, May.
join us next time where it's not just one review, it's a week.
Oh no.
Yes.
Not again.
5 movies.
Oh,
except
my
they're movies
gosh.
I'm picking. And
Oh.
but here's why. Because Smeghead is reviewing every Razzie movie.
Oh,
He's neglecting his contractual obligations to review Asylum mockbuster movies.
oh my God.
So,
To be or not to be, we're going to watch those movies.
well, yeah.
5
So,
of them. They better not be bad.
they are mockbusters. So, I am taking it upon myself to review 5 Asylum mockbusters for Asylum Week.
Well, that means I'm watching 5.
Yeah! Bye!
Bye. Bye-bye.